Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Elite Dangerous, and it is launch day. That's right, Elite Dangerous has officially launched. This is pretty cool. So it's almost 24 hours after the launch now, so technically it's still launch day, I guess. But it seems to have been a pretty smooth launch so far. I haven't seen reports of massive server problems or anything like that. I haven't experienced any myself either. Things are taking a bit longer to load, like, let's see how long that takes. Well, no time at all, so I guess that wasn't a great example. But it's like the bulletin board took a little bit longer to load there than it normally does. It's things like that. You know, the servers are obviously being hit by a lot more people than they were in Gamma. But yeah, it all seems to be going pretty well. So in terms of changes from Gamma to launch, I would say almost nothing. The only patch notes that I've seen list about 4 bug fixes, and that's about it. Things that are happening now that probably weren't happening in Gamma is I think there's a bit more of the background like universe simulation happening. So things like here we've got this little thing from the federal president declaring a certain plant to be an illegal narcotic, and you can only buy this plant in Kappa Phonesis or something. I think things like that are kind of part of the background simulation, or this slave rebellion in Sorbago. I'm not going to read all of that, but that's all the sort of stuff that helps build the story and builds the galaxy out, like kind of fleshes it out. So players have different things to do. So you could probably go to whatever that system is and buy that plant and sell it somewhere else, or all that sort of thing. And I think as well as that, there's also like missions or story missions maybe available. I haven't seen any myself though, so I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah, apart from that sort of thing, it's basically exactly the same as what we were playing in Gamma, which makes sense given that Gamma was the release candidate. And you wouldn't want to be implementing a whole bunch of brand new features, like untested features on launch day. But I mean, what that means as well is that, to be honest, I don't have a whole lot to show you. I mean, the area I'm at, I haven't seen a lot of players around. I mean, I'm not very far from the Sol system, but I think players generally start a fair way away from the Sol system anyway. So, all of those new players who are in-game playing, I probably won't be seeing them for a little while. So I'm just going to go and deliver a load of tasty, what am I carrying? Fish, delicious fish. And hopefully there's a station in this system where I'm headed, because I've got no idea where I'm going. I just bought it for really cheap, so I'm going to go find somewhere to sell it. And hopefully it'll be somewhere in Federation space, because I did a bit more bounty hunting earlier. Got a few credits, bought some better parts for my adder. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stick with the adder for. I think I need about another 100,000 credits, maybe a bit more, and then I'll be able to get up to the Cobra Mark III. But this will be good for now. But it works fairly well in combat. I mean, the last video that I did all about the adder, we saw a little bit of combat in that, but not a lot. And I've done a bit more fighting in it since then. I mean, my loadout isn't really ideal. There's probably it could be done a lot better, but it handles itself fairly well, which is good. So I'm actually going to have to run my discovery scanner here, I think, which I put on a different fire group, because that's the sort of thing that I do. Fuck it. I really need to work out how to do the fire groups better. Alright, there we go. That was a bit more derpy than it needed to be. And all that, didn't even find anything. Is there a station nearby? 1000 light seconds, okay. So let's head towards this, and there'll obviously be some planets over this way as well, which we should be able to find. Also got a nav beacon here, so I guess we could pew some people if we wanted to. But I think I'll just deliver my load of fish and call it a day once I get to wherever it is that I'm going, the Robinson Prospect Station. Apparently this is an anarchy system. Interesting. I haven't noticed many, if I can speak, I haven't noticed many anarchy systems around. Although, maybe I'm just not looking. I don't remember what the range is of the basic discovery scanner. It might be 500 light seconds, something like that. So hopefully once I'm a bit closer I'll run it again, and it'll be able to find whatever planet this station is orbiting. Yep, there it goes. I'm not going to bother doing like scanning all the individual planets or anything like that. I do need to slow down though, otherwise I'm going to overshoot this. There we go, that's alright. And hopefully these guys are craving some fish. Otherwise I'll have to go somewhere else to sell it. But, I mean, it's one of those things that most stations, except for agricultural ones producing it, I think most other stations will import fish. So it's a fairly safe bet. But I'm being interdicted. I haven't been interdicted in a while, actually. Oh, that's the red arrow is going up fast, the red bar. I wonder what's interdicting me. And also I wonder why the blue bar isn't going up. Oh, it is now. This is taking a while. Yeah, it's pretty good though. Almost done. Okay. I have to find where that station was again. Hopefully I didn't travel too far away from it. No, I probably actually got closer to it, which is good. I wonder what that was. Hard to say. I probably could scan some of these guys for bounties and try to interdict them. I mean, there's no... You know, I'm not going to get penalised for it here or anything like that, but I'd rather just deliver my load of fish. Be an honest trader and be on my way. Oh, and I've managed to drastically overshoot that from fucking around without paying attention. That's what happens when you start messing around with that sort of thing. Actually, I managed to untarget it too. Well, maybe I didn't. Way too much screwing around. You'd think I'd know better, given how long I've been playing this for, but apparently I don't. Anyway, almost there. Beautiful. So we'll just boost in towards the Robinson Prospect station. Let's request docking.
Docking request granted.
Too easy. I'm probably coming in at this from the wrong direction. It's always hard to tell with some of these outposts. I think I probably want to go up and swing left, but I'm really not sure. Let's drop my landing gear. And I'll just actually thrust straight over to the left like that. Makes things easy. And I think I want to actually be facing around like this. There we go. Lateral thrusters, they make everything better. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. No! All that work for nothing. I say work, it was almost no effort at all. There we go. That's one way of landing in an outpost, I guess. Right, let's all immediately forget that ever happened. Okay, do we have a commodities market? We do, that's a good start. I'll just have a quick look if there's any bulletin boards for fish. It's always a good idea just to have a really quick look through this. I mean, you never know, maybe they'll be having like a shortage of fish. They're actually having a shortage of auto fabricators by the looks of it. Yeah, none of them, that looks like the only ones. Alright, well, doesn't matter. Okay, commodities market. Do you want fish? Yes. Selling it for 420. I think that's a fairly good price. It's a lot better than what I paid for it anyway, so... Not much profit, but it's better than nothing. And there wasn't really much to trade at the station I was at anyway, so... It's the best I could do. Can't sell that here. Well, anyway, so if you've purchased Elite and you haven't jumped in and played it yet, obviously now is the time. The game is fully launched. There's no more beta. There's no more gamma. This is now a full release. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to wait for all that sort of stuff to finish up, and for the game to be kind of considered complete, then jump in and have a go. I mean, saying it's complete is not quite correct. There's a lot of features still to be added. I think the best way to look at this game is something that will continue to grow, and hopefully Frontier will live up to their end with that. You know, there's no reason to doubt them at this point. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it all goes. But yeah, so far it's been a pretty smooth launch, about almost 24 hours in. So yeah, I think I'll end this one here. I mean, not a lot to show off really, but a lot of the stuff that I normally would do during a first look sort of thing, I've covered during beta and gamma. So it's kind of a different situation, I guess, with this game than a lot of others. But anyway, so until next time, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.